Let's tear this illusion apart like a piece of paper and burn the bullshit in the process. You've been fed a lie, a myth, a fairy tale wrapped in a shiny bow. The truth: fear's not a monster hiding under your bed. It's the alarm bell ringing in your face, telling you it's time to get off your ass and move. You think it's bad because some guru somewhere told you should always be calm, centered, zen-like. Well, they've sold you the idea that you're supposed to live in some peaceful little bubble forever, and that's crap. Fear is the gift of pure energy, wrapped in a cloak of danger. Fear doesn't want you to hide, to run, to suppress. It wants you to leap into the storm. When you feel your heart race, your palms sweat, that excitement, that's your body and mind giving you the biggest clue that you could ever get. The universe is knocking on your door saying, this right here, this is the path to your greatness. Think about it like this. It's like you're a butterfly inside a cocoon, and fear is the tightness of the walls pressing in. You could stay there, safe, comfortable, sheltered, but you'd never fly. You have to tear through that cocoon with your own wings. Fear is the tension that makes you stronger as you push through. But it's only when you face that fear, run straight toward it, do you crack open into your new self. Now let's talk science, because you want to get into the mechanics of this. Fear is energy. The same energy as excitement. When you feel fear, your body releases adrenaline. Your blood's pumping. Your senses sharpen. Your body is prepared to act. Your body knows you're about to break free from the old patterns or boundaries that have been holding you back. Let's say you're about to make a massive change. Quit that soul-sucking job, end that draining relationship, or maybe just take a leap into the unknown. Fear is your body's natural response to the possibility of growth, of changing your story. Fear is the friction before the breakthrough. You need that friction to spark the fire. Without the fire, you're just still, you're stagnant, you're comfy and dead inside. The universe has no interest in comfy dead things. It craves movement, growth and evolution. You get that? Movement is evolution. When you fight fear, you stop evolving. And here's the kicker. When you push through the fear, you break the chains of your past and you step into a new life. The more you do it, the more you become the person who moves towards fear naturally. Because you know, on the other side, is where your freedom, joy, growth and fulfillment are waiting. The karma of not acting. Let's break this down. Every time you don't run toward fear, you're giving away your power. Every time you ignore that rush in your gut and stay in that safe, cushy spot, you're shackling yourself. You're telling the universe you're not ready to grow. And it responds by keeping you stuck. Every time you ignore that calling, you sink deeper into the quicksand. You stay small. And over time, this compounds. You start to feel like life is passing you by. You feel angry, bitter, or maybe even disillusioned. Because your potential is suffocated. And you haven't done jack to step into it. And then one day you wake up years later and realise you let life slip through your fingers. It's karma, and it's a bitch. You pay the price by staying small. You don't evolve, you don't grow, and you wonder why things feel so heavy. You're afraid to step into your power, and it shows up as frustration, boredom, and existential dread. But the real cost, the one that hits hardest, is the regret of not having taken that leap, not having faced that fear when you had the chance. Now let's get real about the patterns that keep you stuck. You've been caught in the comfortable trap, the idea that life is easier when you avoid discomfort. Well, guess what? Comfort isn't the same as evolution. It keeps you in a bubble, like a hamster on a wheel, spinning but never going anywhere. Here's the deal. You can stay on that wheel, or you can break off the path and sprint toward the fear. The fear is your signal. It's like a warning light on your dashboard. When it flashes, it means you're on the verge of something huge. What most people do, they slam on the brakes, hit the ignore button, and stay stuck. And guess what? That keeps draining you. You think it's safer. You think you're avoiding risk, but in reality, you're just avoiding the biggest rewards of all: growth, fulfillment, happiness. So how do you get someone out of this stagnant mess? Pace and lead. You've got to meet people where they are first. Understand their fears, feel them. Let them feel heard. Then, once you've connected to that energy, you can lead them into a new belief system, a new way of seeing things. For instance, let's say someone is afraid to change careers. First, pace them. I get it. It feels risky. You've got bills. You've got responsibilities. Now, you've made their fear valid, but then you lead. What if your career is the place that you're most supposed to shine? What if taking this risk is the key to a future where you're not stuck? What if this fear is just the doorway to something much better? Then you anchor in their potential. You make the fear the hero, not the villain. You tell them, fear is a sign you're on the verge of something great, of something new. The more you move toward it, the more powerful you become. This is how you reframe someone's mind. You show them cause and effect. You break the old stuck patterns with truth. Let me hit you with this. Stop avoiding the things that scare you. Run towards them. Because the more you embrace the fear, the more you grow. Your evolution, your fulfillment, your happiness. These are not found in the safe zone. They're found in the wild, untamed territories of fear, change, and risk. You're here to become more, not more of the same. You're here to rise above the tiny things that keep you small. You're meant to fly, but first, you've got to break out of that cocoon. That tightness you feel, that's where your wings are born. Run toward the fear, act, poke the bear. You'll thank yourself later.